a rate of and ADD because of their foods. So because their foods are not they grow on the farms and like just you know what I'm saying, Ian. It's like the food's really good, but again, there's a donut shop that's called Bueller's, and it's just like unbelievable. You know what I mean? So anyway, that's funny. Like if you notice, food always does bring people together. Like one of the things someone actually reached out to me. They asked me if I was a food vlogger. I'm like, no. They wanted me to come give them a review for the restaurant, and only because I'm always talking about food. And then they saw me on the Skinny Joe or Merlino's page, so they're like, "Are you a food vlogger? Could you come review our restaurant?" I'm like, oh, I'm not a food vlogger. I said, but it's like funny food. If anyone has a martial arts school, like to me, it's a really one of the easiest areas to tap into and leverage someone else's social media, John, or all those restaurants. You know what I mean? So some of them aren't healthy, like the pizza joints and stuff like that. But you can make it about family and cheat days and stuff like that. But anyway, so yeah, guys, thanks for joining me today. We'll go about 45 minutes. We'll go into this, and the content, John. One thing that I'm noticing too is like it doesn't really matter whether you start this today or you start this next week. It doesn't like whatever it's you're gonna go at your own pace, all of you. It's not really like there's no you have to start now. You have to start Monday. Like you start when you're ready to go, and then you just go. So I'm gonna talk a little bit about the content, John, but I want to tell you a little bit what's been happening before I get started. So it's been about 2 years now since I got out of my previous business relationship and really just started back on providing value, giving away a lot of different tips and how to teach a lot of people how to create a movement. My pivotal time was when I started working with Dean and Tony Robbins and George Bryant, like that, and then Randy Garn. That like collaboration of those people. It was like I didn't get one thing from any of them. It was a whole bunch of things from all of them. So, that was when I really shifted from just like anyone else, like marketing offers, like just coming up with deals and specials and selling, to just more about like creating a movement. And it started with the brotherhood movement. And the reason, all the things I'm going over with you, you want to take some notes and write these things down, because you have to be careful of not getting trapped into the instant gratification of the regular world. Like everybody wants everything now. You want it quick. You want it whatever. But and the movement you're creating, if you get 10 people, that's great. Like the Brotherhood was about 150 schools or over 200 have gone through the Brotherhood. I've kind of just gotten really busy with it. I haven't really done much with it in the past month, but I do my phone calls every single week. So it started with that was how the movement was created. It was really just supposed to be for men that were sick and tired of they wanted to make a change and they wanted to be held accountable. John, you know what I'm talking about. It was just that was it. It was just like a men's group and hardcore, and we don't want people that don't want to be criticized, and like just let me come real with you and I'll help you. That was really all it was about. So it repelled a lot of people and it attracted a lot of people, and then the people that were in it just did a great job. There's still guys right now that are 330 days in, 320 days in on the accountability post. After that, what we started to do was I worked on because of my content and people watching me, I got offered to work with LA Fitness on a deal with my dojo, and we were working on implementing some type of kickboxing into that. And someone basically, I didn't really like the way that they were handling the potential deal. I'm from Philly. Like the only thing that matters where I come from is your word. I know what the guy told me, and I know what we agreed on. And then all of a sudden, it was trying to be changed last minute. In right, try to change it last minute. My wife mentioned she's like his vibe's off, and I needed was one word. I took the vibe and I created another movement around the vibe. So that was really what it was, and the vibe has transformed, changed, adapted, adjusted. It's a work in progress. It's constantly changing, constantly. Even as of last night, I redid the website again for like the fourth time. Um, it's like I said, I want to turn it into a global, like literally lifestyle movement. It's not about the class. It's nothing like I Love Kickboxing. It's nothing like 9 rounds. It's nothing like any of those things. It's really turning into a 30-minute workout. That's all it's going to be. And then I'm only hiring literally the best of the best instructors. Like you have to like it's the more about the vibe. It's not like you have to have the most incredible appearance, but your vibe and energy. If like you have to be going through a strict training program with my nephew, and we handpicked them. It's not about volume. It's like I believe I'm giving you guys some really good tips here. It's like I believe I can get more people signing up with less classes than signing up with volume classes. So having the right rock star, like really, and we call them energy architects. I don't want to be like anyone else with anyone else has ever done. So like I have my architect of sweat. That's our head trainer. That's what it's called. Our energy architects are instructors. It's mandatory for them to be brand influencers and to promote our brand. Um, and like, yeah, just like, I don't want, like, I think that where things are now, like drop-ins and paying per class, everyone thinks it's all about monthly subscriptions. I'm telling you, it's not. You're marketing wrong. Like you're going old school, like everybody else. Like if you create an environment and experience that's unlike no other, people will come. Just look at like Skinny Joe Merlino's, like he made it into an experience and a movement and just completely different. So like I think that with those types of people, they're into social media, they're into promoting themselves, they want to grow a bigger reach for themselves. Like I'm actually helping them with like themselves, their own brands. So it's not just me. Like I want them to have pop-ups. I want them to teach at your schools. I want you to book them for guest instructors. Like that's kind of like they can come in anywhere, any school, anywhere, and they could just throw a vibe class, and something like that. So again, these things I'm doing are like nothing else. So yeah, so that's what's been happening. We already have it in the works of going to 80 locations from one person. So that's already like fully getting integrated. My location, I literally have slowed it down from opening because I want to open it right. I've created like I don't care about money and like having to pay more money. Like I don't care, like because that's when you're in that position, you're gonna lose. Like if you go in under finance, there was a woman, one of our own clients was on the call the other day. Like if you're going into war and you're under financed, you need to find a financer. Like you just cannot go to war because that's what business is. So I'm delaying the opening and I'm creating more urgency about a wait list, and I'm just getting everything where it needs to be. And then I'll launch when I want to launch. So it'll probably be like first week of May, somewhere around there. That's when we'll start offering our first classes. So anyway, that's what's happening with that. And then in addition to like how the vibe, the stuff I'm showing you, the stuff of connections and building a social media presence. Like I wanted to touch on this a little bit. Like I think you'll hear like every ad agency is just talking about that ads aren't enough. Like it's like we all know that. It's like, but they don't have a solution. I do. Like that's like it's like they're just using it as a way to get you into their funnel. Ads aren't enough. Ads are like it's like, yeah, we heard that shit already. But like they're not doing the stuff that I'm doing. Um, in the past 24 hours, I literally just got back from a construction compound, John. They own 100 acres of like $5 to $10 million custom homes. I'm now doing all their digital marketing, like for their entire operation. They also like literally want to partner with Vibe and all their cheerleading academies. It just gets crazier and crazier. But it's like what I'm doing is, and this is something you really can't teach, or if you're wanting a linear plan to understand it, I'm creating basically like a social like circle of people that are in alignment with what I am, which I believe I'm the best digital marketer like around. If I'm not on the they maybe not on the planet yet, but I believe I'm right there. They build the best custom homes in this area. I have another real estate guy. He does all the high end real estate sales. I have another guy who does only the most expensive pools. I believe my nephew is the best trainer. So I've told them, I said, look, what I'm building is a different type of network. It's not about me running ads for them. It's about us working collectively, connecting our influence together and expanding all of our social media and doing partnerships. When I say no one could teach that, they can't teach that because none of them are doing it. None of them are doing it. They're telling you to focus on organic marketing. That's not the answer. Like it's not organic marketing. Like that is not the answer. Just doing posts like that will not get you more reach. It's the collaboration that we're living in. Okay, it's like if you're not developing a brand influencer program, like you're losing, you're gonna fall behind. You need to get a brand influencer program in as soon as possible. Like you're the one that's gonna have to create the content for them or work with us. Like I said, like even like that, like the offer that I make to people for Vibe when I offer it, like it'll be a no-brainer offer because you won't be able to build what I've done. Like that's like so the thing is like you might work with me for a little while to build the speed so you could just move faster. Like like so I want to get into this and these slides I'm about to go over with you. I literally started talking about this 12 years ago. Like when I go over this, and Bill Craig could verify it. I told people 12 years ago that you are your own media company, and some people still don't get it. Like you are your own media company, and it's just the scale or the level of where it is right now. So like that's alls I am really. It's not even about vibe. I'm a marketing company. Like I'm a media company. So I'm going to show you the content that's getting produced. Alls I think about obsessively is producing content. That's like if you're not in that state of zone, most of us because we're running the day to day, I get it. But you've got to get more into the state of zone of producing content. You're in the content business, okay, and you're in that collaboration business. You can't rely on yourself. It's not enough. You can only grow so much by yourself, right? So I'll take you through it. Then we'll go over the content, John. Anybody that wants to get started with that, and then that's it. I'll take questions. So I'll start here. And this is again, I didn't have a chance to even make anything fancy. Sorry, but I wanted to go through just some topics. Okay, so the content, John, Bill, you remember? Thumbs up, Bill. Did I say 12 years ago that you are your own marketing company? 12 years ago, maybe 13. I don't even remember. Okay, so now it's time to start acting like it. All right, so this is where we are. And like I said, like here's the good news, guys. I'm not trying to scare anyone. Like I'm literally, believe I already have it for most people. Even like I said, like you might say, well, I don't want to use your name. Okay, whatever. I don't really care if you use the name Vibe. Most of you listening to this call probably will end up paying for it and not even use the name. I don't even care because like that's how I'm going to sell it. So if you don't want to use the name, you want to use the name, whatever. Okay, but you should at least do it until the point where you can emulate what I built because it's going to take you probably 6 months to a year to do it. All right. So next thing, the big idea. I said it 12 years ago. You are the media company. Back then, people laughed. Now they beg me to show them how. Like they're like, that's ridiculous. That's crazy. Whatever. Now it's like more and more people, the private messages, the companies, the brands. Like it's like like I built. I will make a book called Connected. Like that, Bill. That is coming probably within the next 90 days. Right. I don't need to wait that much longer. Everything I'm showing you is all about connections. That is it. I don't have any special talent. I barely scored. I scored horribly on my SATs. I don't have any type of crazy whatever, but I have a knack of building connections, and that's really what you need to start doing. All right, if you want to leverage social media, it's all about connections. The wake up slap algorithm is not your enemy. Your silence is. Okay, so when you hear people making the excuse, Bill, about like, oh, it's the algorithm. I'm getting censored. There's something they changed the algorithm. It's not true at all. Okay, it's either your absence, your hesitation, your addiction to overthinking. Those are the three biggest problems. Number one, you're not doing anything. Like there's nothing, nothing going out. Number two, you're like waiting for this perfect time. You're like still waiting, and so I don't know what you're waiting for, but doing nothing is worse. Okay, and then there's the overthinker. Like it's like, well, I'm trying to do this, I'm trying to that. Like I want you to get so busy. Where like yesterday, I literally fell asleep by 7:30 with a headache, Bill. I was so tired. My brain couldn't handle more conversations and more opportunities and more business partnerships. Like I just couldn't do it. Like I was on the couch. I told my wife, I said, I just got to close my eyes. I can't. Like it was from 8 in the morning, 7 in the morning, straight through, nonstop. The day before, photo shoots, like from everything I'm about to show you. So the reality is no one's coming to help you. Like I'm assisting people, but at the end of the day, Bill, or anyone on this call, you'll be the one that is busting the phone out. You'll be the one organizing the photo shoots. You'll be the one doing all these things. Like no one's like, and they're going to let you down. I told you this yesterday or Wednesday's call. I said, when you book your photo shoots for content and you're trying to organize everybody and most of it's free, you're not paying people. The half the people, Bill, when you think you have 20 people coming, 10 will show up. And then when you do it, you realize you need to make it better next time. So I already have my next photo shoot scheduled for next Wednesday. Anybody that wants to even come, you're more than welcome. Come see what we do. All right. Oh, it's in New Jersey. I can't drive that far. Then don't do it. You want to come sorry, it's in Pennsylvania, Fairless Hills. Anyone's welcome to come to see how we do it. Like it's like I'm nothing to hide. I would love for you to see how we're doing it. I'll be at the gym, gym, all day next Wednesday. If anybody wants to come, Bill, you're more than welcome to come and see what we do. Um, how do I know this works? Because the last 2 years I've been putting this to work, and Bill, you watched it, right? Leads, I never have a shortage. I'm experimenting with some AI right now. I've been so busy, I really haven't had a chance to fix it. Some of you guys might be getting some messages from me. And you know what's funny? Like some of them are, it's going at the wrong time zones, whatever. Like I don't even care. It doesn't even matter. Like the ones that unsubscribe, Bill, they're stupid. They know if they're like, oh, this is rude, you're rest of it. Like they with the stuff I'm showing you, no one else is going to teach them that. So when they unsubscribe, Bill, I don't even care because I have such an abundance of leads coming in from all different verticals. It doesn't matter, and I have my own businesses. I have. So anyway, but I'm experimenting, and that's the thing. See what I'm saying about overthinking, Julie? I don't care if it doesn't work or I mess it up. It's my fault, but so what? I'd rather do that than be waiting for 6 months to test AI. You know what I mean? It's like, so what? There's the world's yours, right? There's so much opportunity. So leads, I don't have a shortage of leads. Okay, money, it comes from every direction I talk to. I think it's just crazy. Whether it's my marketing agency, whether it's kickboxing gyms, it doesn't matter. Like partnerships, guys that are bringing on 80 locations, just whatever. When I say dream partnerships, like Devin Denofa, I've done a lot of stuff with him, the real estate guy. Collaborations, this whole compound I was talking about in the first call, and then opportunities. Like I'm literally just I'm not chasing opportunities. I'm trying to choose the ones that are right ones. This morning, Fusion Gyms, I just had a call with the CEO of Fusion. You could look him up, Bill. Everybody's following Fusion. Talk about opportunities. He says, Nick, I think we need to literally discuss something in the next like 90 days because I think we should either just figure out if we're going to continue with this relationship or we tear it up. And then I put martial arts, kids martial arts, kickboxing, the whole everything under all my locations, and you do it all. Like Bill, that's another thing that I'm just like, oh, not right now. No, not right now. Not right now. Like, so imagine like he's opening four other gyms besides the ones that are open. He said, Nick, I have a plan. I want to open 200 gyms in the next 24 months. And now this guy says to me, I want you to put, like, imagine, Bill, like, I don't pay nothing for build out. I don't have nothing in those locations. I mean, guys, like, I'm like, that could be an opportunity for the industry as a whole. I could say, you want to get out of that small school, you want to be in somewhere where we don't have to build anything out. This guy's going to be around for 10, 20 years, whatever. Like, those are things that are happening, right? So, like, all the stuff that I'm doing, that's how it's happening. That's the whole point of why I'm telling you the story. So if you're watching what I'm doing, if you're seeing what I'm doing, that's all I've done. Little bit of ads, but mostly just the stuff I've been going to. Going to tournaments with Greg Hussey, like keeping my word with my clients, showing up when I say I'm going to show up. Like that's all I've been doing, having great relationships with people. Okay. This is the 10 laws of the content, John. All right. So this is very similar to like the document of truth. I'm going to be turning this bill into like something similar to that. All right. So this is the key. All right. So number one for the content, John, consistency is God. All right. I don't care, like, if you're not putting a reel out every single day, but if you like have 3 or 4 days go with you're not emailing and doing something, like putting out a video, whatever, like if 4 or 5 days are going by, like then this law, number one, you've already lost it. Like this is the most important piece is being consistent. And the thing for me is right now it's becoming more of a challenge to be consistent. So what I'm trying to do, Bill, is figure out who's able to assist me to make sure the content goes out. Like I don't like to I don't like to hire people to fix problems. I like to like, be deal with more in chaos and to figure out what's going to be the best fit for me. Like that's how I operate. I don't just throw money at problems. So I'm really trying to see here. Like I need to regroup because I've been so busy. I need to get my content organized, and then I need to figure out who is it or what is it that could help me. So just to be more consistent because I've been consistent, but now it's getting harder because my time's more consumed. Number two, the document of truth. I've said it thousands of times on my calls. Bill, if you watch me, that is the blueprint that I use for all my marketing. It's that simple. That's it. I don't have any other go-to marketing or whatever. Whenever I'm making something, vibe, brotherhood, anything I'm doing, it's been off that document. And I just keep going through it and going through it again and again. And I just keep adjusting and adapting it, practicing, implementing everything. Number three. So if you don't know, if you haven't used the document truth, you should be using that, writing it out, having it next to your bed. Number three, value over everything. So the most important thing is you giving value, like I'm doing today. Like whether people sign up with me or not, I don't doesn't whatever. Like I'm still giving tremendous value. Everything I did for Mabo, tremendous value. The stuff I have next week, tremendous value. I'm always giving things away to help people. So entertain, teach, shock, but deliver value to your audience. What are you giving to your audience? Whether it's email, text messaging, Facebook videos, whatever. Be the brand. Look, sound, feel like nobody else. That the last part of it's the most important part. If you heard what I said about vibe, like you have to almost feel like everyone else that's around you, Like you're like sickened by them. You don't want to look, sound, or look anything like them. Like it's like I don't want to be anything like them whatsoever. So it keeps expanding. Like Zero said, it's like so where sweat. I'm going to show you all the graphics in a minute in the videos. Um, where sweat meets soul. Okay, like that's vibe. Okay, energy architects. The architect of sweat. Like it's like everything we're doing. It's an experience. It's not just like the class they come into. I'm doing Zoom call accountability calls with them every single day, Monday through Friday. Okay, there's a community, one community for all of our members. Okay, on an app. All these different types of, we give them the nutrition. We're not nickel and diming them. We give it's called the full frequency experience. My program is not a program. It's not gold, silver, bronze. It's the full frequency experience. Like I don't want to sound. I don't want to have a bronze package. I don't want to have a Blappa Club or elite gold, silver. You know what I mean? Like you need to have something that's unique. Standards, not just content. Okay. So when I show you the content I'm about to show you, that's what I'm talking about when it comes to like your standard. Like it's like it keeps it same thing. It's a work in progress. Like I did the photo shoot, Bill. You'll see when you see the next version of the photo shoot. Now I get it. Okay, like and it's going to help you when I go over this in a minute. So the photo shoots you're doing, like it's not the classes are little clips of classes are good, but it's like you have to position and put the story together with the right types of content. So I'm going to show you how to do that. So and even like you'll look at my colors, my music, everything. I'm gonna show you all that stuff. It's so important. It's like I'm selling and I'm selling this like experience, this feeling. Like I need them to have the chills when they watch my videos. Okay, if they're falling asleep, if they're yawning when they're watching your video, like they're not coming in to see it. Your reel's not gonna work, right? Give them the chills. You should write that down. Okay. Collab with killers, collaborations with killers. Um, I don't know if there's anybody collaborating with as many killers as I am. And it's not about being cocky, it's the truth. I'll tell you a story what happened yesterday. Here's what happened. Okay. So this is a really important story. I walk into this compound that's worth probably, I don't know, $100 million, right? I walk in and the guy sit down at the desk in this crazy house, like, cause it's a home office, whatever. And it's just this mansion. And Bill, I walk in and the guy, very aggressive, typical, alpha male. He's like, Nick, let me just tell you something before you even go on with your stuff, before you even start. I'm like, yeah, please go ahead. He's like, we don't want to be like anybody. Like we don't need to even talk about how much we charge. Like I don't know if you're familiar with Andy Elliott. I don't know if you're familiar with him. I said, yeah, I'm familiar with him. He's like, yeah, like what Andy helped us with, and we went to some of his classes and we hired him as a coach. He helped us with positioning, like the way we want to position ourselves, and et cetera. Da, 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 da. So I just shut up and listen, Rand. I just shut up and listen. Let him keep talking. Let them keep talking. You know what I mean? And so then he's going on, and I said, okay, I got it. I got it. He's like, so listen, we don't need leads. We don't need, all these like, Google ads and like that. Like ours is an appearance. Ours sells itself. And I said, I agree. That makes a lot of sense. I said, I get it. You don't need a bunch of leads. You don't want me to talk about Facebook ads. And, he's like, nope, I don't. So with that being said, tell me, what, hey, like, how are you different? I said, that's really great question. I said, could you pull up rise720.com? And then when I showed him within a second that I'm doing an event with Andy Elliott at his office, John, the guy was in absolute shock. The guy goes, you're doing, wait a second. At the Lions Den? I said, yeah. I said, Andy's our partner. I said, go to his Instagram page. And I said, you see my manager? On his Instagram page, it says my manager. And the guy was blown away. He calls up his brother, John, gets the brother to come, calls up his wife, calls his wife to come. He's like, I think we have the guy, like this guy is like doing stuff like I haven't seen. So when I say collaborating with killers, you think it was free to do that, John? You think it was free to get into those circles? Like the relationships cost money, whether it's time away from your family, whatever. Okay. Like when I would go to Arizona and meet him and go to these events with Clinton, sometimes Clinton couldn't go. I had to go. And you know what it opened the doors for? Next weekend, you'll see me, guys. I'm at a private event with David Goggins. So I'm at this crazy entrepreneurial event next Thursday night at a private dinner. There's like 12 of us with these billionaire tech firms, okay? Or some tech guy. I don't even know who it is. Clinton's like, I need you to be there, whatever. So my point is like you could either go into these meetings and collaborations and have a social presence, John, that's non-existent. Like when you go in there and you're telling them you can do all these things, or you can invest in your Instagram page and have 10,000 followers or something that makes you look credible. or you're going to have to pay and establish yourself with people. You know what I mean? So that whole thing, just from like, never even knew that was going to happen. And I was ready to go over, like, like, I understand your elite brand. I wasn't going to sell them on Facebook ads and Google. I was going to say that you did it. But anyway, the whole Andy thing, next thing you know, an hour later, I'm in a Cybertruck like this with this beast mode thing with the brother, right? And then I'm building them their website. And then I'm on a call this morning with my manager in Clinton and their whole operation. It's just that's how it happens. So collaboration, it's like you have all these people around you, like, that are, you don't know who they are yet or whatever, but it's like you're gonna have to work on those relationships. Like these collaborations happen, like, and it's what I'll give you a little insight of what we're doing. So those people I just mentioned, I've already sold them and they're in agreement with this is what we're gonna do. I said we are gonna be the elite of the tri-state area. I said so like we have the biggest builder, we have the best gyms, we have the best trainer, we have the best pool company that does high-end pools. We have basically the best real estate agencies. So it's like we're establishing that circle of influence. Like remember, maybe it's not tri-state, maybe just Jersey, whatever, Philly, whatever. But it's like, and I sold them. I said it's not about us paying ads together. I'm not trying to make money from them, Ian. I'm trying to leverage their social media so we all work together in a cohesive fashion. And the same thing, Fusion. It's like I'm in the biggest gym. It changes the nature of the relationship. It's like, so these types of things, it's like you can't do this conventional method that we've all been doing and trying to follow these other martial arts people and that there's are doing the same stuff, worried about ad spend, cost per lead, talking about like, giving value, building relationships, organic marketing. It's all the same shit. You're going to need to like develop relationships, and it starts with what value do you have for them? You see Clinton O. So perfect example. It's like I looked at what could I do for him. Like I brought him a massive contract today for his software, right? Like think of what you could do for them, Ian, right? Not what they could do for you. So if it's a pizza parlor, it doesn't matter. It's like, oh, Nick, I don't have famous people. It doesn't. You're not looking for those types of people. It's different. If you're looking for those local business, what are you bringing them? What are you doing for them? Like bring your whole school over without asking for something. We're going to promote Andy Elliott to a black belt at the event, and we made a whole system for him for his whole Elliott Army. Like we do crazy things for people. We spent 15, 20 grand on that stuff. And then if he says no, so what? But if he's like, holy shit, you guys have a whole system, then we're gonna try to launch that into like into martial arts schools. Crazy. Think crazy is my point, guys, with your collaborations. Okay. All right. So let's go on from here. So that's when I say collaborations with killers, collaborate. Collaborate with the best people you know in your area. And what can you do for them first? It's a work in progress. Like that's the thing too. Like everything we'll be going over, your own marketing, your own social, everything. Like it's never done. It's always under construction. Okay, screw perfection, publish anyway. Instead of waiting, post it out. I'm gonna show you samples of what I'm talking about. There is no plan. Adapt faster and then trends shift. Adapt faster than trends shift. So this is like the Bible of the John. Okay, the 90-day build. I'm taking you through the foundation. So all I'm doing, just so we're on the same page, the 90-day content, John, I'm just showing you the foundation. Whether or not you could do it, that's on you. Whether or not you make it through 90 days of being consistent with giving value, that's on you. I challenge you to do it. I think that the people that sign up that do it, I think that it's 50-50 that you'll make it to 90 days. I think that some people will sell themselves on time, excuse, bullshit, whatever. The other half will make it 90 days. The people that make it the 90 days, you'll be the ones that you just don't stop. And you're like, I'm committed to this. I get it. I can't try to do the same thing as everybody else. I got to stop complaining about I'm not growing because you're relying on the things you did before in the past, and you're going to do something that makes sense. That's all it is. It makes sense, and you're building your social presence and becoming like just more visible than where you are now. Um, what I pay for that you don't, and why it's the difference between being watched and being wanted. Okay, I don't look at like Instagram for myself as a cost, right? I just don't. Like it's like I look at it as perception investment. If I could move faster and pay more money for my Vibe location, I would. Would you? Okay, I would. Like I can't. Like I'm already at a threshold. Like I'm paying as much as I can. Not even I'm not talking about financially. Like I can't. The people that are doing it, I can't pay them more money. It is what it is. So it's growing. All right, my coaching boss page, same thing. It's like we have a plan. I'm investing about between both of them over 3,000 a month on both of my platforms, like to grow my Instagram pages, right? So like when I say the things I'm paying for that you won't, Maybe some of you will. But if you like want to leverage your social media and you're going somewhere, no matter who it is, a pizza parlor or whatever, and it is you have 200 likes or 400 followers or 1,000 followers, they're not going to take you seriously. Like they're just not. So you have to be like investing in your presence. That's number one. The mastermind groups and the meetings that I go to, like between the travel, the cost to go to them, whatever, like it's a lot of money. The Lions Den was 100 grand, okay, to join that mastermind. So that's the Brotherhood with Andy. That we did that. Travel in Arizona is about 3 grand every time I go. You know what I mean? Like, if you're stuck in the same environment, you need to invest your time and energy and fly out and hang out with me for a day. Like, it's like, if you're not willing to get out of that environment, you're going to stay in the same environment. You know what I mean? Like, you cannot stay in the same environment. So even if it's not me, I don't care. Go invest in someone else. Go visit someone else that can help you. You know what I mean? But I'm just giving you a couple of examples of what it costs to do these types of things, right? Um, and same thing. It's like as I'm growing my marketing agency, company, whatever you want to call it, it's like it's getting I don't look at trying to make more money to buy a different car, Bill. I want to reinvest in better tools and better people and reinvest in it. How much money do you need to live? Right? It's like if you already have a comfortable living, invest in people, invest in your own social presence. If you don't and you're relying on organic, you're never going to get there. I'm telling you right now. You will not organically ever grow your social media without paying for it and partnerships and collaborations. You won't. So it's the price is going to come one time or another, right? The last thing to call out, this is not a course. It's not some carousel crap. Okay. This is a challenge. It's a war plan and it's a launch pad for your reality TV show. And that's really what this is about. It's like getting you used to putting out content. Yes, you're gonna be overwhelmed sometimes. Yes, you're gonna be tired. Yes, you're gonna be exhausted, and then you'll realize, wow, but this is exciting. Like I was telling you last night how I felt, and then I regrouped. Jules, you know what I'm saying. Every weekend I'm regrouping. I'm getting my. I'm trying to do all my content on Friday nights, so I'm not doing it on Sunday nights. That's what I'm doing now. I just remember it used to be Sunday nights, so now tonight I have a meeting. We're gonna do all of our content for the following week on Friday. All right. So, yeah, that's what we have for that. And then I'll bring this up. This is, I already showed you this. This is what you're going to get for the content, the John. All right. So it is not, sorry, 12 weeks of content. All right. That is emails, landing pages, okay, graphics. And I'm also building the actual piece of content for you. Right. So, for example, the confidence code, that is a kit, that is a worksheet. It's a whole checklist. It's a digital waiver that they fill out. That's done for you. Every one of these things that you look at this, the screen detox 7-day challenge, it's built out for you. If you want to change it and adapt it, go ahead. Okay. But every one of these, the nutrition mission for kids to follow a basic nutrition plan, it's built out for you. Okay. Um, the facing hard, this is called the Grit Games. It's like a 7-day thing on facing hard challenges built out for you. The movement mission, at home warrior workouts for kids, same thing. It's all these things are just done. If you want to adjust them, change them, whatever, adapt them, then here's what you have to understand. You'll have to make sure that when you adjust it, you save it correctly. So when people opt in, they get we're not doing custom like changes to your workflows. They're built out. So if you want to change it, that's on you. You just have to make sure you save it correctly so then everything, all the automations work. All right. So these are emails that go out like 3 times a week. Every one of these, there's 3 times a week emails, right? There's a once a week text message every single week. So, and what's cool about these emails, you can mix in the offers. You want to mix in messages to leads and sell them stuff, whatever. All I'm doing for 90 days is giving value to your leads. So that's all it is. Everything that we're making for leads is giving them value. All the reels, okay, are made for you. Okay, not the actual video reel, okay, but the actual concept of the reel. So there's 2 options. Either you pay us to make the reels, you do them yourself. That's it. So that we could talk about that. Everyone's different. You might want us to make the reels for you. If you're making your reels yourself, do them yourself. I don't care about that. But you have the content to give away to make the reels. So, for example, the first one here about parents model everything. That's another test for parents of like evaluating themselves. So the reel talks about it, and the reel says direct message me or click the link below to get access to this challenge for parents. And that's what it gives you the framework for the reel. So you can make it yourself. I don't care. Like, but if you don't want to make reels, then don't make reels. But then you're going to miss out on the social media presence because it should not just be images and posts. Video is super important. So again, I can't force you to do any of these things, but all for the next 12 weeks, we have all that content done for you. I have the reels for you, and then that's for you to decide if you want to do that. These landing pages, we put your logo on them, that's it. There's no other customization. We're not changing the graphics. So that's the way they're built. They're all done for you. So you could use this on social media. You could use this when you go to an event, Bill. Use anywhere you go, you can give this away. You give this to your brand ambassadors. Okay, wherever you get it from. All right, so you have 12 weeks worth of landing pages that are included with it. All I'm doing, in addition, guys, Thursdays at 10 a.m. or 12 p.m. Sorry, it's either 10 or 12. I'm sorry, I don't even know. I got to look at the schedule. That is my weekly call that I do for all of you guys. So all we do, I kind of walk you through it, and it doesn't matter when you start because it's all the same questions. So Julie, if you start tomorrow, whatever today, and Bill starts in 2 weeks, when I'm on that call, like it's like people are gonna be all different stages of the content. The only questions you're gonna ask me is, so Nick, like, I tried this with the reel that I did and no one liked it, no one shared it, no one whatever. And Julie, the answer already. I'm gonna say, Julie, remember we talked about this? You have to drive traffic to the reel. You have to boost the reel. Like, just do not just rely on organic traffic. Like, so, and everyone, like, I'll say the same thing again to everybody again and again. Like, yes, you could leave some of them organic, but some of them you need to email, text message, whatever. It's all the same questions. And then it's basically taking you through the 90 days. And then your challenge that we're going to do for everybody is for 90 days, just like the Brotherhood. It's like you're just holding yourself accountable, Bill, every single day. Day one, day two. I think that will help you with going through and getting it done for the 90 days. If you make it through the end of the 90 days, Bill, then it's like there's two options. We're going to continue with stuff like this, where we just continually make content. And it's like we put it into everybody's account, make your own content, or you just do something else. But it's like what I'm trying to show you is the thing that the most important thing is if you're not leading with value and solving problems first, you're going to lose. It's all about and the thing is, here's the best part. All these things, it's like the audience doesn't remember what you did 2 weeks ago. They don't remember what you did 1 week ago, Bill. People always have problems with cell phones and being on their phones too much. People always have problems with nutrition. It's always the same problems. So it's going to happen. All right. So that's the plan. And that's the deal. That's what we're doing. All right, guys. So, I want to show you a couple things here. First of all, okay. So first, let me show you this. So this is the Vibe website. All right. So I just did this video on Wednesday. Okay. It's already up on my website. Okay. I changed the copy where sweat meets soul, kickboxing refined for body, mind, and soul to get the 30-day full frequency experience for $99. All right. So that's what we did. I changed all my fonts that go with the Vibe. Okay. So Vibe frequency, like all that. I did research and I'm using fonts that are in alignment with that. Okay. So if you look at that, even stuff like that. Okay. And then down here, I changed all my pictures because I got real graphics now. So when you go here, it just has a incredible vibe. It's in alignment with what my brand's about. Okay. So change those pictures. Now here's the crazy part. What I'm showing you, Bill, today will be different by next Wednesday, completely. All right. Like, because now that we're opening so many locations, the way I have it set up now is that I have all these locations on a subdomain. We're going to have one website so they can all be on one website. Because it becomes more expensive for me and my team with subdomains. So, and then here's what we do. It's all included. We have strike sessions. We have at-home workouts. We have daily soulful drops. So that's every day, every class. All my instructors are doing the same thing, and they're getting the personal development curriculum with that in the class. And then it goes posted in the community. So like I'm doing all that. I'm not relying on instructors to do it. All right. They get access to the Vibe Tribe. I'm going to change the name of Inner Circle calls, but every day there's an accountability call, Julie, every day. Remember I talked about I want my experience to go all the time. It's not just like they come to class and they go home. Like every day, Julie, they know that we're here for them. There's a life preserver. They could jump on a Zoom call. We hold them accountable. All right. So that's all included for one price. I have to change this to global expansion to nutrition. So based on their weight, okay, and their age, we give them included in the plan what to eat, macros and micros and recipes and everything all in the app. It's all included. So this is the entire experience. Like we're not like it's think about it, mind, body, spirit. That we can't just like have them come in and work out. It's their mind. Okay, it's the workout, it's the nutrition, all in one. Okay, and the accountability, all in one. Okay, on Zoom, at home workouts. We don't charge extra for it. All right, that's not even what the app looks like, but it looks cool. You see what I'm saying, Bill? Like I manufactured how it will look. All right, so that's what it looks like. Okay, so again, this is today. By next week, you'll be like, wow, it looks completely different. All right. Okay. Here are so this is oops, wrong one. Here you go. So for people when they're like, so when I show you like when people work with me, right? This is what's included in Vibe. All right. So like this is all the marketing collateral that's included. All right. So there's one Dropbox like this, okay, and every single thing is in here. Okay, like everything you need. If you have a 6 week special, $10 for 10 days, ads, creatives, ads, announcement posts, like every graphic that you could possibly imagine. And then this is really where the magic's happening now. Okay. So this is basically, let me see here. Maybe the wrong folder. Here, sorry, that was the wrong one. Okay. This is where everything is going to be going. This is where like this was our first real photo shoot at the new gym. So now like we have another one on Wednesday, but I'm learning and I'm understanding how I need to make this better. So we have a much more preparation so I can get what I need. But to give you an example, like if you look at just our graphics, they're superior. They look awesome. You know what I mean? It's like so all the graphics, the branding, okay? So I'm building the anticipation. So anyone that would launch this, we would do the same formula. We would do an anticipatory launch. Okay, like make them anticipate about what's coming. We literally get a fly out an instructor to teach like your grand opening class, right? And then same thing, like we're looking like John is our head, like John looks the part. I've now brought him in as a partner in the entire brand. So that way, like he's in. You know what I'm saying, Bill? You have to find the right people. Right? John has just been doing this forever and I trust him. All right. So these are just some of our scripture statements and whatever. So better lighting next time, not a big deal. All right. But like we've got some really good pictures, and like this is the stuff that we're doing that we have again, like the location looks badass. Some of the people, the pictures aren't the greatest, but I'll get better ones next time. My wife hated them, so she's getting rid of the ones with the outlines. So again, this is like the first one we have. But yeah, so just these are all the different images, and then the most important thing too is you need Instagram. So if I go here, these are Instagram images. Sorry. So if you look at so this is one of my biggest things I'm trying to solve this weekend is posting on Instagram. So these are all the IG images. So these are and you use music with them. And then you tag different businesses with them and use hashtags and stuff like that. So these are just the Instagram images. So again, like I said, work in progress, right? My wife was like, she goes, I got to give you credit. You turn something into nothing. She goes, but then, you see what I'm saying, Bill? I'm trying to show you, I don't expect perfection. It'll just get better and better, right? But we have some really good models that look good. And that's what we're looking for the vibe. All right. So then the next thing is this. Okay. So let me show you some samples. And I made, I think about 9 or 10 or something like that. Let's see. Here we go. So here are the reels. Okay. Here's some of the reels, and like I said, like I now what I've learned is this. So I have about 20 models coming for the next shoot. Bill, what I'm doing is instead of doing class environments, like what I'll do is have like 4 or 5 video people having one person like do different types of combos, just jab, uppercut, hook, like because you want little small clips of the action. Like, like you have to be a producer. If you're a media company, you're the producer. That's my role. I had it like if I don't make the reels, I don't have someone that's that creative. I know what they're looking for. So again, something like this, we would use this template about where if you add the vibe to your location, like it would talk about the story when you were born. Okay. So this is like a template. Bill, could you hear the music or no? Okay, hold on one second. Just gotta share one thing. How about now, Bill? Wait, ready? Now, Bill?
Yeah, I could barely hear the music.
I'll send you guys a link. Just take a look at them. You know, if you can't hear the music, but all these clips.
Vibe is
You know what I mean?
absolutely awesome.
Like these are all people, they're not even instructors. We put them all together to tell testimonials. You know what I mean? Like little clips of that. You need stories of your students. Like you guys can copy these and use them for your own brand, whatever. But I'll put in the link to check them out. But the thing is that like if it's your media company, like you're constantly in the need of putting out more content, and it's reels. There's a way to do it. They're shared everywhere. They go on YouTube. They go everywhere, right? So this is just yeah.
It's fun. It's challenging. I'm definitely coming back. The vibe is amazing. I feel great every time I leave here. I'm definitely coming back. So much fun. We should try it. That was an amazing class. The energy was absolutely out of control. I can't wait to get stronger with you guys. Vibe is where it's at.
If you can't help, if you can't hear, but anything on here, guys, look, see, this is another version.
That's vibe. On a vibe. That's vibe. Yeah. That
Take a look. Even if you like, so but here's the thing though, Bill, like for everyone, like if you're doing more martial arts, like mine's more of like a vibe. That's what it is, right? So yours should be more like kid friendly, like tailored to moms and stuff like that. But you have to make it very unique looking. You have to be searching for that type of stuff. Look at even the way the video looks. Just different things like this.
Mija,
So I'll put these in the chat for you guys. Just take a look at them. Take a look at them. Use them as inspiration. All right. I have two more things to show you. I'll show you this real quick. Here's Julie. This is what we're going to do. So now you see, but I wanted you, I'll put this in chat right now before I forget. Here's some reels for you to take a look at. There you go. They're in the chat. And then here is the content for the next 90 days. So that way you understand what it is. Okay. So here's the reels. So is anyone that's doing this for the next 90 days. All right. And then here is the content. So the content is basically the 90 days of, here it is right here. So month number 1, we're building the base, the confidence code, the screen detox, basically a nutrition plan, home rules to like do chores again and stuff like that. Then strengthen. So build the foundation first. Then it's strengthening the mind, grit games, the movement mission, which is like getting in the move, digital discipline, respect routines and resets, and then unlocking the leader from within. Everything here, you're giving value to the leads and to your own members. Right. So there's like your offers, whatever you want to do to your leads, you want to sell them a special in between and stuff like that. Like if you get conversations going, you should be getting them in the way that works best for you. All I'm giving you is all the value. Right. So this is all listed right there. Right. All right, guys, any help? Is there anything I can do to help anyone with any questions at all? Then we'll go through it. If not, I'll see you by Monday at 11. Ian, anything you need, brother? Anything you need from me? Any questions at all? Reels? Anything you want to ask me? I have about 10 minutes.
No, just joined.
There you go, man. Love it. Business culture is the best way, 100%. All right, Richard, anything I can do for you, brother? Any questions? Anything you need help with?
yeah, I have a quick question. All this stuff's great, but I want to go back to in the very beginning. You mentioned something about not wanted to hear more about the not running like a monthly membership. You talked about drop-in rates and things like that.
Yeah. I believe that we'll be like a catalyst
Hi, how are you?
on that one. So let me help you with that one. So what I was mentioning, this is a great question. What I'm mentioning is like, I think a lot of us, like I was listening to Dave Pantana, my boy Dave. You guys know Dave, right? And I'm watching him do a video. Here's the thing. I don't think it's good to do rants about kids quitting and blaming the parents. Like to me, it's like I don't think anyone's gonna listen to you and say like, yeah, yeah, you're right. It's like to me, you know what it is? There's no solution. It's like all you're doing is complaining about the parents being weak and the kids quitting, and later in life they're gonna like if people want to quit, they're gonna quit. Are you with me, guys, on that? They're just gonna quit. So me making videos about losers or people, whatever. It's like so. But I love Dave. So the reason why I mention this is this, Richard, is because to me it's like we keep having the same problem where like kids are committed or no, they're not committed and everybody's quitting and you're getting so frustrated with it and stuff like that. It's like, well, why are they frustrated? Well, some of them are frustrated because you're jamming down this approach that the way to charge people is only charging them $100 a month, $199 a month. And if you quit, you're done. It's like, you're making this experience like, it's like so like wrong, in my opinion. Like it's not flexible. Okay. It's like, it's the same thing. It's like, it's why I even try to make my membership a little more unique where it's not, I don't care if you come to class. If I get someone hooked on this call right here, like you are, you might not even use my content, but you'll keep paying me. You'll keep using me for the content. You'll keep using it from the calls. So that's why I don't want to make it about the class. I want to make it about an overall experience, right? So what I'm also saying, Richard, why it won't work for you guys yet is because you don't have an influencer or someone in your gym that has a social media presence that's putting content out with results and showing you like how it's going to be exciting and there's no hype whatsoever. Like no one's ever like, hey guys, listen, tonight at 7:00, I'm going to break it down. The confidence code for kids. If your kid's lacking confidence, like no one's even doing that.
Right.
In the entire industry, no one's even doing that. That's what you should be doing. Like, why are you waiting for the fucking trials to come in or people from your websites? Like, it's like you want to hit people. Oh, I know all about psychology. No, you don't. If you did, like the trigger is doing a video right then and there, and someone getting so excited that they're coming off the street. Like that person should be just dropping it all day long, or 3 days prior to that person teaching. So what I'm going to do with my people is like I'm making all the reels for them. I'm giving them all the content, and then I'm giving them a reward system where they go, listen, Julie, like you guys are gonna love Julie. I want to get her on a webinar. She came to do a photo shoot for me. I ended up hiring her. She became one of my instructors, and now she's like, she just loves Vibe. She goes, oh my God, I'm yoga. She goes, I like what you're doing so much more. I just teach a class and I leave. You get it. You understand. I've been telling this to the owner. They don't do it. Like it's like that's it. You just teach a class and you leave. They don't want to teach a class. The younger people want to be part of something global. They want to be part of something that's a movement, like I've been talking about, right? So my thing is, guys, is like, yes, Richard, I think that's why you see these instructors like Dave, and I love you, Dave, doing these 30-minute videos or whatever, 5-minute videos talking about, oh, you don't understand, like when they want to quit later on, like you're just like what you should be focusing on is getting more people in. That's not trying to guilt the people that wanted to quit, John. Does that make sense? What else is that doing? You're just guilting them. That's all it is. So Richard, like if you like, I don't know, whatever, but if you get involved in this and you work with us in some capacity or you try to do this on your own, to me, it's got to be like, are you developing this experience that the person doing the video, like actually has enough social media presence? And also, is it exciting enough to them? And then then we can say, come in for the class tonight. Like, that's why I call it about pop-ups. Like Rand, I'll give Rand as an example. Rand's in my area close by, right? Like I believe that I think Rand would be perfect to do a pop-up in your school, Rand. Like I could say, so if he likes Julie, and he's like, I like what you're trying, all right, well, let's give it a shot. So what that means is Julie, who's like my instructor, right? She works with Rand or we work with Rand. And then over the course of 2 weeks, we're doing social media. He tells everybody, we're doing a pop-up class, guys. It's only once. Come in, you want to like it, it's $49. Or whatever, $25. It doesn't matter what the price is, right? It's gonna be a 45-minute class and then a 15-minute Q&A about Vibe, whatever. It's like Nick's a friend of mine. That's it. And then guess what? If Rand does it, Rand, think about it. And all of a sudden, like all these people love it. I'm sure Rand's gonna say, yo, all right, let's talk more. Like, so what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to recruit people from all over. and I'm trying to get them to work with us. That's like, that's the thing I'm trying to do. So I can get them all over, going to schools all over and doing something like no one else has been done. Now, if you don't like that, then you should try to reverse engineer everything I'm talking about, get someone with social media presence. And I think you need to make it like think about your events. Why has no one ever done that? We do all these free events for bully prevention and all this other stuff versus like saying we're doing a special class, blah, blah, they come in for the day. Like, but you know why? Because it doesn't look cool. My stuff looks cool. It looks
Right.
exciting. I mean, it's a commercial. The difference
Yeah.
is my commercial doesn't look like a commercial. You know, it's not like, hey, it's like, it's like, so the perception-based marketing, the place or world we live in, guys, we're living it right now. Like, it's like, that's where we are. Like, so you have to create this perception, Richard, that there's a demand, everybody coming, you're doing this exciting event, and then eventually, like I said, you'll be getting people to come in per class. So even if you're losing 4 students a month and say it's $800, but then you did all these classes and you brought in an additional like $2,000, it's not as
Right.
bad. I'm just giving you half the, and I'm saying like at least you're bringing in income coming in.
Right.
Yeah,
I got it.
I don't want to be like anybody else. Again, what did I say in that presentation? I don't want to be like anybody else. I'm not following someone else. I'm not copying someone else. I don't want to be like anyone else. Like, I just think that that's like the death of just stagnation, copying a bunch of other people.
Right.
Hopes you help.
Thanks.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Big John, I'll go right down the line and any questions, dog?
No, I'm good, buddy.
Mark, I could definitely do a pop-up in your school, Mark. All right, Ryan, question. You're on mute, brother. We should definitely talk. I already have Australia. Vibe is already in Australia. Rand, you're still on mute, bro.
I
Still can't
think
hear
there's
you.
just something wrong with his sound because
Yeah, there you go. I was trying to lip read. I'm pretty good.
How about now?
Now you're good, dog.
I was on the wrong microphone. I just signed up. Where do I access the content?
I'm going to add you in the Facebook group.
Okay.
Yeah, Ak, anyone that signed up, can we just get them access to here, I'll put it in there real quick. Let's see here.
Nick, I'll see you on Monday.
Yo, bro, have a great Easter, man.
You too. Happy Easter, everybody.
Everybody's gonna have a great time this weekend. It's nice weather. And listen, like the thing, especially for Ian, if you're in Spain, like the guy that I have in Australia, like I've already worked something out with him. He's like he loves it. So I worked something out with him. We do a rev share, and then you get the people on board. And the thing is, what I told him, same thing, which is kind of cool about it is that it's not only just the vibe. Like when they need websites, they need Facebook, anything they need, we could do all of it. So let's
Yeah.
talk. Let's talk. Maybe like Monday or Tuesday. On Monday I'm around. We could jump on Zoom. But yeah, I mean, it's like just to give everybody really quickly. It's like I charge $199 a month for Vibe. That's it. So you'll see me. I haven't even promoted it yet, but it's $199 a month for Vibe. It'll be for the first 50 schools, and then after that, I'll reassess. You know what I mean? But it's like, but anyone that does it, like I'm not even doing it right now. I did it for the guy in Australia because literally, I swear to God, this is a true story. He was literally torturing me because of my videos, and he's like, I want to talk about Vibe. I want to talk about Vibe. And then I'm like, so then he's like, he wouldn't let up. I got to give it to him. He's like, I need to talk to you. So it was like the time zones are 12 hours apart. So 7 o'clock last night, before I was going to bed, I talked to him. He's like, Nick, I'm in. Just tell me how much it is. What do we need to do? Can I sell it? And I'm like, yeah. I mean, it's like, so that's it, guys. And it's like, it's like everybody knows it's kind of like a needed experience, right? Like that's what we want. We want to create an experience for people. And right now it's like, so Rian, we'll talk about it. And you guys, everyone on here, don't worry about it. You'll be the first ones to hear about it. So like, whatever, like everybody next week. And when I start talking about it, I think next Friday I was going to talk about it. I was going to like do a video and say, here's the deal. Here's how it works, whatever. And then like, and then the thing is too, it's like with it 199, just to understand. So what I'm doing, I don't even care if you call it Vibe. It doesn't even matter. Like people could say like, you can call it co-brand it. You can do whatever. You're basically paying for my curriculum and my stuff. And you can put your logo on it too. I don't want like resistance. You want to quit. See you later. Goodbye. Like you're just like, you don't get my stuff anymore. You know what I mean? It's like, that's it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah? Like, I don't want friction and fighting and stuff. It's like, you do it, great. You don't want to do it, that's no problem. And then the thing is, like, I know, like for the content alone, it's worth it. I mean, it's like, Julie, think about this. Like, you're doing other stuff with me, right? But it's like even the own reels, if someone added it, like you're not paying someone else the reels are done. And they'll be better than anything you can make. I mean, you know they would because it just looks cooler. And then all you need to do is you get the purple lights. You know those lights? You know how much they were? $400. That's it. If I showed you that room without the lights, Bill, you'd be like, yeah, it looks all right. Yeah, it's okay. You know what I mean? And I'm not done it yet. Like I'm getting the boxing rack. Like you'll see the bags. We have gloves. We have purple and white gloves. They're coming, and then it'll say where sweat meets soul. We get that on the wall. Yeah, it's gonna be cool. Get in. Any other questions, guys? Ed, EB, anyone? Before I log off and take a break. Going once, going twice. All right, I'll stop the recording. Thanks, guys.
Happy Easter.